Hello there, Leo. This is Miss Joan at Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill, and I'm here to talk to you about February, which will be taking place January 29th through the 25th of February is what we'll be covering. There will be 4 weeks, so there will be 4 columns, and I am, of course, programming the cards for you. So let's get these guys going here. And this week, this month, I'm going to be trying out a brand new deck for us. All right, so we'll check it out in a minute. So cool. We're going to set these aside for a second, and I'm going to go ahead and program the Animal Wise Tarot from Ted Andrews. This is a really cool deck of all animals and critters, which has a really nice bunch of vibes to it. It's just really kind of cool how things are interpreted and put together. It's a traditional tarot deck in that all the usual suspects are where they belong, 4 suits, etc. And we'll look at this more closely as we go. All right. Let's get these going. All right. I'm going to set these aside, and we'll get to them in a bit. All right. But for now, we're going to go ahead and lay these out in 4 columns, 1 for each week. All the cards are going to face me. Doesn't change the meaning of the card. It just means I don't read them upside down, right? Not my thing. If some of this doesn't match you, it's okay, no big deal. If it does match you, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, hit the bell, and you won't miss a single video. I post once a week. Thank you very much in advance. So here we go. Let's look at it. We have January 29th through February 4th. We are looking at where we are, what's blocking us, what our solution is, right? Judgment. We have the Judgment card telling us that, of course, this particular week, I don't mean of course, but anyway, you're going to want to mind your mental self, okay? Because your mental self is going to be doing some things, talking and doing stuff and telling you stuff behind your head, inside your head. You're going to have a voice playing away. And I want you to pay attention to it, but maybe not do everything it tells you to, right? So the thing that's blocking you is going to be the King of Wands. The King of Wands is going to stand in your way. Somebody of like mind, normally. Somebody you normally trust and appreciate is going to be standing in the way and causing trouble. So sidestep that person, and then you can move forward. Because we have the 9 of Cups here telling me that you're going to get what you want. But you just want to use your better judgment, especially probably in how you circumnavigate your buddy. Because your friend here's, I don't think he's here to really, it's feeling like it's more of a jealousy situation that's causing him to stand in your way. Because he's like, wait a minute, why are you getting this opportunity and not me? So just decide if you want to sever that friendship or not, and then approach that way, right? If you don't care if this person's your friend anymore, you can say neener neener. And if you want to keep the relationship, you'll do something more in the line of it'll work out for you soon, okay? And you'll work on that. All right, so just decide whether you need that person in your life and how you want to approach that. All right, so cool. Now then, we'll look at February 5th through the 11th, and we have the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is telling me that, yes, indeed, your financial foundation is at issue this week. You are looking at your job and how you're doing it and what's going on, and if it's working for you financially. How's your money? How are you doing on that? Is that all good? Well, let's just see. The Two of Swords is blocking you. So there's something going on that's got you nervous and fearful. And maybe a new bill has come up, or a new situation, or just a general want to live a certain way, and the money isn't there to match it, so it's blocking. So the new thing that's come up is a fear that you don't have enough. Uh-oh. The Emperor is here as your solution, and as your solution, he's going to be here as a friend who's going to either suggest a way of doing something different to fix your finances, to come to another solution with your finances, but in a really nice, pleasant way. Maybe he'll offer you a loan. I don't know. He's not normally a money guy, but this is really about the foundation of your world. Your money finances, your money foundation is going to be influenced by or fixed by how you handle your base, your real base. So maybe you'll be refinancing your home so that you can get a better, lower payment on it, so that whatever you have going on financially will work for you right now. That would be a nice solution to how to handle the fear of not enough money. But to just kind of consolidate and fix and change how everything is so that it's a more manageable bundle of something to deal with, okay? It's a good deal. I appreciate that. That's very big business right there. Next week, 12th through the 18th of February, we are looking at the Queen of Wands, and that is your partner, your life partner, somebody of like mind who is got feminine energy, and you want to address this person, communicate with this person, get on the same page with this person. This person has a message for you, whether it's as simple as "I got you," then that's what you need to hear, right? So keep that in mind, and know that the thing that's blocking you is some behind the scenes money stuff is blocking you from moving forward at this moment. Maybe there's something going on with the finances that's not going to be great. Maybe the interest rates aren't quite right for you to refinance, or something like that. It will get in the way currently, but your solution is this Temperance card that shows up right here, and it's awesome, and it's telling me that, yeah, no, the flow is coming. You just have to open up to it, okay? You have to just kind of suggest to the universe that you need to open up to the flow, and you need more flow. So, hey, could you flow over here, right? We're trying to say that. We're trying to let the universe know that we need a little more. We're going to open up. We're going to release a little. Temperance for me is always about that lack problem. We've been fed a bill of goods that says there's never enough. Never enough food, water, anything, right? We're always told there's never enough. And so to come to a place in our minds and in our hearts that says there's always enough is difficult. And we need to tell ourselves on the regular, we are enough. We have enough. We are earning enough. Everything is going to be enough. And let that be good, okay? So we got to get back to that place. Got to reprogram ourselves and say, all right, we have enough. There's enough. We have enough. Everything's enough, okay? When we get there, we can stop freaking out. That's a good thing. So, cool. The final week of February, being the 19th through the 25th, we are looking at the Two of Pentacles, which is, of course, talking about getting our finances balanced, which is what we've been struggling with all month, is getting the finances to a place where we're comfortable and we don't feel like we're eating tuna and top ramen all the time, but we've, maybe had to tighten up our belt a little bit, eat a little less Starbucks. It's okay. Doing those things builds character and also gives us freedom to do the things we really want to do that we really don't want to miss. All right? be more selective instead of frittering away what we got. All right. So we've got the finances balanced. We figured some things out. Sure enough, something blocking you this week is there's going to be somebody showing up going, oh, look, you look so abundant. Everything looks so abundant. Could you maybe help me out? Right? You have more than taken care of yourself. And yes, you look abundant because you've worked at it. And no, there is no extra. There's just enough. And you're fine. And you're comfortable and you're happy. And isn't it nice that someone recognized that you look like you have more than enough? Ha-ha. So, cool. You accomplished that much. However, the idea that you have enough to share is a little tough. If you can't get out of this situation without getting a little bit uncomfortable, get to the core of the issue of what this person needs, because if this person says, you have enough, you should give me some, what do they really need? Do they need pots and pans? Do they need towels? Do they need, because you may have extras of those things laying around already, and you're probably getting ready to do a Goodwill run or something like that, which also will really help open up the flow. Very nice. But I suggest that you definitely do that and help them out with physical stuff that they already need and that they were hoping to get, instead of, per se, handing them cash, because you don't really have a lot of cash laying around, but you do have other stuff that you don't need right now, but they do. So see if you can work it out that way. All right. Now then, with all of this stuff happening and ultimately resolved, this month has been hectic, but I want you to know your Two of Cups is here to say that your partner and you are totally on the same page, totally digging it, totally having things all figured out, and you're feeling closer than ever. All right. To me, this is a giant win, because you've gone through this thing where you've disagreed, you've come out of it, you've disagreed, you've come out of it, you've supported one another, you found solutions, and presto changeo. You couldn't be any closer. You couldn't be any more on point, which is super cool, because when you go through battle and you come out together, it's awesome. And it builds so much trust within a relationship that you can't buy that stuff. Can't buy it. I'm funny. So cool. Congratulations. All right, Leo, let's set these cards aside and get into an in-depth reading on what's going on here this first week, right? Let's look at this first week a little bit more closely. We're going to add some cards. Let's go ahead and get this going on, huh? So we'll just dole these cards out. And like I said, this is the Animal Wise Tarot from Ted Andrews. Totally cool stuff. Got a little Southwestern vibe, but at the same time, super cool. All right. Judgment. We were talking about you using your best judgment in this situation, because your buddy over here is going to be getting in the way, probably out of jealousy, and you are still going to have your wishes fulfilled. So deciding how you want to handle him is interesting, right? So we were talking about the Judgment. We have the Queen of Swords, Scarlet Macaw, right? Scarlet Macaw. Vision and spiritual perception. So this is the Scarlet Macaw with vision and spiritual perception. They perceive things so clearly, but they're also extremely verbal, right? Verbal, and their bright colors have so much to do with their vision and their capacity to do things because of their colors and the way they do that. They're not shy in noise, in color. They're not shy. So they do all this stuff pretty out loud, okay? They are not fooling around. They don't want you to either. This is the Queen of Swords. You know, the old Queen of Swords. I always see her. The quintessential Queen of Swords would be, of course, Alice in Wonderland. Off with her head. Yes, my favorite. So that's what I have in my mind, is that this person who dominates through strength and noise and color, and it's not bad, it's just interesting, right? So as you're doing this judgment situation, you may want to mellow out your colors and your volume, or you may not. Check it out. I have issues with color, so. Of course, we are talking now about Eight of Cups is also here, and it's the ant, working for the greater good. Ant, working for the greater good. And we are talking about the Eight of Cups. Oftentimes, this usually refers to walking away from something. You know, when you see the normal Eight of Cups, it's somebody's walking away from something they cared about in order to move forward and grow. And that may be the case. You're having to do the work for the greater good, right? For the big, great good, you're going to have to do something that's a little less comfortable. Maybe that is how you're handling the King of Wands over here, because he is standing in your way and showing himself to be a little jealous, which is really inappropriate and unpleasant. So you may be cutting him loose and letting him know with color and volume that meh. You were great for a while, but you don't mean that much to me anymore. Bye. The other thing that goes with this area is the Fool. The Fool has shown up, and the Fool is represented by the coyote. Wisdom and folly, right? Wisdom and folly, the coyote. He's great. There's a lot to be said for being able and willing to just jump into something and not worry so much about the outcome. There's the beginning of something, right? But it's in the blocked apartment, so new beginnings are kind of blocked. But you are in a position where you're walking away from your friend here. Two of Cups, daddy long legs. Weaving deeper relationships. Weaving deeper relationships. The daddy long legs. All right. So interestingly, it's coming here, and it's telling me that no, you aren't going to be going in any further with your buddy here. You're going to be jumping into something else, and you're not going to be, yeah, I do believe jumping is happening, but you're jumping from here to somewhere else. Somewhere else. Because you're not going to invest any more time in your buddy. He's been good for now, but not good forever, okay? Sometimes that's the way it is. So our solution, of course, was the Nine of Cups. We were talking about that. And your wishes are coming true. You're getting what you need. You're getting everything you put out your energy for. You've done your work. You've told the universe what you wanted, what you needed. Like, hey, man, this is what I want. This is what I need. And this is how it's got to go. All right, let's go. And the Four of Wands is here, which is the green anole. It's a weird little thing. It's kind of like a little green lizard, but it's an anole. So there. Harmony and peace. Harmony and peace. So not only do you get what you wish for, it includes harmony and peace, which doesn't surprise me at all, and the Lovers. Fertility and spiritual choice. The Bee is harmony and spiritual choice. No, fertility. So there's huge wins all across the board here. So yes, you have to walk away from an old friend who you're not going to go in deeper with, and that's okay. You're not jumping off into any new things with them. That's okay. All good. But by releasing this old friend, you're in a position to be free and happy and not have any more drama
I think there was some drama with this person that you needed to release. And by letting it go, you're like, oh, good, it's gone. I don't have to worry about that anymore. There's more harmony because you're no longer dealing with that person. Okay, cool, fine. There's also fertility and joy. The bees are fabulous. Nothing can multiply without them, right? Nothing out in the universe can multiply without the bees. So we're all about the bees. And when you have it show up in your cards, it just, things are happening. Things are producing. Things are going to come from this place. And yes, harmony and peace cannot be bought. The joy that you are getting out of this experience, this movement, this decision to move forward, making a judgment call. You're like, I'm going to make a new decision and see what happens. And you're going to be fine. It's going to be a good thing for everyone. Okay? So I wish you well with this, Leo. I think you did a good job. You've had this opportunity to take care of yourself and the people around you, and I think you're going to be okay. All right? Hang in there and enjoy the rest of the week. We will talk next about the 5th through the 11th. Thank you.